Hello, 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 my friends. How are you on this very happy, very exciting, very fabulous Friday? I'm just going to give you all a chance to get on here. I am beyond excited to be here today, although my crown is not sitting on my head. Do you know how hard it is to pull in a chair with your crown balancing on your head when you've got no hair to kind of make it stick? I can't even put the pins in to make the crown stick in. It's really hilarious. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me know that you can hear me as you're coming in, please and thank you. Good morning, Linda. My name is not Good Morning, Linda. I am coming to you live for this very fabulous, good morning, Chris. Very fabulous Friday morning. And I've got a really fun, awesome announcement for you all today, which I know I've kind of, hey Jess, good morning, that I know we've been talking a little bit about over the last couple of days. And I have been itching, not in a bad way, but itching to get on here. I've been sitting here twiddling my thumbs, not really, but kind of really twiddling my thumbs over the last half an hour, just like, hurry up 11 o'clock. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll just go early. Good morning, Rebecca. And then I was like, no, I can't go early because then people might miss out. And I said 11, so it has to be 11 o'clock. So anyway, here we are. I am so excited. We've been working very hard behind the scenes on getting a really awesome thing ready. So what I wanted to share with you all today is a very awesome and amazing and exciting new innovation. Oh my God, I got an eyelash. This is not very queen-like. I've got an eyelash twisting and poking myself in the eye. Third world problems, first world problems, right? Fake eyelashes poking yourself in the eyeball. Must have been my excitement. All right, good morning, Geordie. How are you? Great to see you this morning. Well, not see you, but great to see you. All right, I just need to get this out of my face because the words are like I feel like I'm damning the words by not telling you all about it. So I'm going to tell you all about what we are doing. So we have got, you may have seen me talking about and promote this fucking eyelash is ridiculous. For fuck's sake. It's like you don't ever want to work with kids on camera, like kids, animals, and probably fake eyelashes, right? It's just ridiculous. Okay. You may have seen going around the traps a program that I've been talking about over the last few months called Contentology. Now, Contentology, the definition, I created the word, but the definition of Contentology is the art of you sharing more of you, who you are, your personality, your stories, your thoughts, your beliefs, your motivations, your insights with your audience. Okay, now the thing that I know that you have all seen, now make sure you stay for the whole thing because I'm going to talk to you about how I am going to literally give you $1,000 cash. Stay for the whole coffee run today. Do whatever you need to do. Tell your delivery people to go away and come back. Tell the coffee person just to put the coffee down and you'll pay later. Stay for this whole live stream because you are going to find out how I am going to personally give you $1,000 cash. So here's the thing. We know that if nothing else, if 2020 has taught us nothing else, we have seen that there has been a very big, massive migration, huge influx into more and more people marketing themselves online. You see it all the time, right? In your industry, we've got everybody all of a sudden is an instant photography expert. Everybody is all of a sudden an instant personal trainer. Everybody, an online personal trainer. We've got online accountancy. We've got online psychology. We've got online everything. I think every industry except for maybe painting, although we could teach people how to paint online. Every industry, almost without exception, has really embraced the world of the online internet, which is the online internet, Nicola, for fuck's sake. The online world, which is really freaking exciting. I have been saying for years and years that this is the place to be. It's the way you can connect. But the problem is this. with more and more people coming into the online space, into your industry and marketing themselves, we've got a couple of problems that arise. Everyone starts marketing themselves, which is great, but everybody is talking about the metrics, they're talking about the facts, they're talking about the features and the benefits of their programs, and that's all freaking excellent, right? I think it's really important for you to market the features and the benefits of your programs and make sure that people understand what, why they should want it, why they should need it, and all of that kind of thing. It's really, really awesome. But everybody is doing it. And one of the big problems when everybody is out there doing all of the same things is that you can end up blending in with everybody else, which is a damn shame because you are fucking awesome and you deserve to stand out. You deserve to be seen as being different. You deserve to be seen as an expert in the eyes of your audience, right? So how do we do that? One of the things that really amazes me time and time again, and you guys have seen this on my page just recently, it's a really awesome example actually. I post business content all day, every day, right? You see it. Some of you snooze me, some of you don't see it. But I post business content every day. I do my live streams every day. And yet some of the posts that get the most engagement, that get the biggest insights, that get the biggest reach, that get the most shares, that people send comments to me, they'll message me, they email me about, the photo that I put up yesterday of the flowers my husband bought me. This is really fun. I'll tell you the backstory of that because it's actually really fucking hilarious. So we've got the flowers that have gone up. Everybody on the internet knows that my favorite food are salt and vinegar chips and Allen's lollies. And it's just like this random fact. It's hilarious. I can't actually even have them in the house because my mouth is like a magnet for salt and vinegar chips. It's ridiculous. Allen's lollies are even worse. You know, the party mix ones and the retro party mix. And then there's the chewy mix. Oh my God. Amazing. But what this does then, and it amazes me, is that people retain this information. It's really funny. We ran when I did the launch night for Into the Spotlight, we did this competition. Hello, Sue. I did this competition about how well do we know Nicola? And it astounds me how much you guys know about me. I mean, I'm an open book and that's fine. But the thing that really, hey Kate, the thing that really excites me is when I meet people in person and then they say, oh my God, you're just like you are on the internet. And I'm like, well, yeah, I fucking hope so because that's what my whole brand is all about. Oh, thank you, Carmen. You win today. It does look so much better, doesn't it? So much better. There is not a hint of yellow in my hair, which is praise the Lord. The world is back in on its rightful axis and the rightful trajectory. It's really hilarious. So everybody's marketing themselves in the same way. And what amazes me is when I share things like the salt and vinegar chip theory or the flowers like yesterday, my husband and I even go for a walk every morning. And there are times, not very often, where I might forget to take a photo of us. And I'm like, oh, forgot to take a photo. And I don't put it up. And then, hey, Margie. And then I'll get messages from people asking if we're okay. I'm like, this is really, it's beautiful, right? Because people, they like to know, I think, that we're okay because we're so religious that's not the right word, consistent with putting up the morning walk photos and things like that. The best thing I think that anyone can ever tell me is, aside from giving me salt and vinegar chips and Allen's lollies, is that I've inspired them to go on morning walks or I've inspired them to go and do X, Y, Z. And it's not just the business stuff that I know you guys, listen to and why you're here. The other really awesome things, like there was a lady, Kirsty from the UK, commented on one of the lives yesterday saying about how, I think it was yesterday, about how real I am. And it's simply because I don't know any other way to be, right? These days, it's just you get the good, the bad, and the ugly. It is how it is. So your audience, and the reason I'm sharing this stuff is it is not about me, right? But I believe that leaders need to be leading by example. Inspirers and motivators need to be leading by example. So everything that I do I do it for you. I do, as well as the song. But the reason that I do what I do is to show you guys the importance of it and the impact, the positive impact that it can have on your audience when you start doing the same things, right? Not doing it in my way. You don't have to go and share morning walk photos. You don't have to share photos of your porridge steaming with the frozen blueberries on it. Although that's, oh my God, if you haven't tried protein porridge, I don't know how many days in a row I can talk about it. It's amazing. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. You are gorgeous. So the thing is this, your audience need a reason to listen to you. And you're just sharing your business content is not going to cut it. That is the fact of the matter, right? Because if you're just talking about business content, I can talk about a marketing strategy. The next person can talk about marketing strategy. The next person there can talk about marketing strategy. The next person can talk about marketing strategy. The thing that is going to make you stand out on the internet is you being you, which means you need to share more of you. And that is what Contentology, the program that I talk about all the time, that is what this is all about. So with Contentology, I've been running Contentology for the last few months and I fucking love it. It is one of my most favorite programs. I'm just going to put this in here. One of my most favorite programs to run. And the reason that it is one of my most favorite programs to run, Jess, can you pin that comment into the thing if you can? The reason that it is one of my most favorite programs to run is because this is not about trying to we're not trying to convince anybody to buy your stuff, right? Everyone, you can sell stuff in between time and do all of that, and that's great and amazing and fabulous and whatever. But this is not about, oh, thank you, Geordie. I love it as well. It's not about you trying to sell your stuff. It's about helping people to get to know you as a human, as a person, as a leader, as a helper, as a healer, as an artist, as an author, as a whatever it happens to be. Thanks, Jess. So the thing with this, right, it's such an amazing program. And the thing that I've been sitting here thinking about over the last month, I'm like, why we need more people in here. We need more people, you getting out there, sharing that with your audience, not Contentology, the program, but you sharing you with your audience. Did you guys hear that screaming? And then it goes silent. So funny. So it's a public holiday here in Victoria because grand final weekend, not that we're allowed to see anyone, which is a whole other thing. We're not going to get into that today. My daughter's just done the thing and she's screaming while she's on Zoom or something with her friends. Really hilarious. So anyway, the thing that is going to make you stand out is you. And with Contentology, I was like, right, all of you need to be sharing more of you with your audience and doing it in a way that helps people kind of get a little bit of behind the scenes action and see why they should listen to you as a person rather than just listening to you as a business person. So I was sitting here thinking, how can I make you, how can I make you do the work? And because like the thing, we've had artists sell more artworks by using this, not by selling their stuff, right? But using their content, which drives engagement, which drives more people looking at their stuff, which then has them selling. We've got more people getting more bookings, making more sales, selling more online courses, getting more reach, more engagement, all of the things that are happening. It is amazing. I know, Rebecca, it's ridiculous, isn't it? So I was like, all right, well, how can I get more people doing this? Because I know if you do the work, if you get out there and you put this out there, you will see positive changes and you will see positive results. I can guarantee it. So I was like, right. The program's $97, which is in itself a complete steal. You get a prompt from me every single day for a whole entire 30 days, unless there's 31 days in the month and then you get 31. But every 30 days, every day for 30 days, you get a brand new prompt from me. I do a quick short video explaining like my take on it, and then you go off and you go and share yours. And it's really fun and it's really exciting. And it's only $97. I'm like, right, okay, that's cool. But I don't think $100, someone investing $100 is actually necessarily enough to get you making sure that you do it. So I'm like, all right, I threw this idea to my team and I said, I'm thinking we might do $1,000. We might do a monetary prize. What do you reckon for the person that does a post every day, They measure their engagement. We do a bit of like a before and afters thing. They have to share it in the group. And then the person at the end of the month, we pick somebody out who hits all of the boxes and they win $1,000. And I'm like, I think that's pretty freaking badass actually. And I kind of feel like we're putting our money where our mouth is. Don't you? I think we are. So we got the nod of approval from the team members. We got the nod of approval from the people that I threw this out to. And so we've decided to do it. So here's what's happening. Hi, Beck. How are you? Here's what is happening. I am queen of the land and I have decided, I know, Margie, so much fun. The link is in the comments if you need to get your ass in there right now. And I would run, don't walk, go, 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 go. Because you've got a few days now before the first of the month to practice Contentology using the prompts that are in there for this month. I know, it's exciting. So here's the thing. Here's what you need to do. You need to go and register. And on the 1st of November, that is when the competition starts. We run for a whole 30 days. The person will be judged. Now get the judging panel. Here's the judging panel. It's not just me picking my favorite. I've got one of my besties, the fabulous Jo Muirhead, has agreed to be a fellow judge. We've got Jessica Ambrose, who is ridiculously amazing. Hi, Dave. How you going? We've got Victoria Gibson. Yes, the Victoria Gibson, one of my favorite people on the planet. She is also a judge. And we've got a couple of others that we're just waiting on saying the final yes to. And they will be judging as well. So it's all going to be all very official, all very above board. There is no catch, you guys. The worst thing that you do is you spend $97 and you'll have complete content inspiration. You stay in the group forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And you just keep getting, until I decide to stop running it or until I decide to close it. And you get all of the content prompts. That's the worst thing that happens. The worst thing that happens is you buy it and you don't do the work, and then that really sucks, but you've still got the content there and you're good to go and keep reusing it as much as you like. The best case scenario is you might be the person that wins $1,000. Now, this is not Nicola Cash, right? Usually what I do with prizes or things like that is I'll give Nicola Cash, which means that you've got a credit that you can use on my programs and stuff like that. I mean, you could use the $1,000 on my programs if you choose to, but you don't have to. I will literally deposit money into your account and that is for the winner. And the added amazing bonus is that I'm going to send you a crown, not this crown. I'm actually going to send you a crown in the mail. Like a literal crown, and it's amazing. They haven't arrived yet, but they are awesome. And then you get crowned the queen of Contentology. I promote you through and your business, out to my email list, out to my page, and everything like that. So why would you do it? If you've got any questions, let me know on this. But why would you do it? The reason I think, Margie, Nicola Cash is always awesome. Absolutely always awesome. But I didn't want this to be like about trying to get anybody to spend more money with me, right? Do you know what I mean? It was just like, no, like how can I just want you guys using this stuff, using the content, sharing it with your audience, sharing it with your people, because I know it's going to help your business and I know it's going to help your engagement and I know it's going to help everything that it is that you are doing. So I'm like, wow, let's just do it and make it happen. So some of the questions that you might ask are, what are the prompts like? So one of the prompts that I can tell you, for example, let me have a quick look because I don't have them in front of me. All right. So one of the prompts from October was, what is something that you have stopped, right? So, and this is like, it doesn't have to be business related, the stuff that you're sharing. It's just something about you. So you may or may not know, in about, I think it was about September last year, I decided to pretty much stop drinking. Now, for those of you that know me, you know I love champagne. It's like one of my most favorite things on the planet. I love champagne. And I just decided that, you know what, I didn't really feel like doing this anymore. I didn't feel like drinking anymore. I want my crown. I nearly dropped my crown nearly fell off my head, you guys. That's not okay. So I was like, I stopped drinking. And it wasn't about October. It wasn't about like any of that. It wasn't anything to do with anything else that was going on in the world. I just really wanted to be, I wanted my body to get more in a peak fitness state. So I play roller derby, except for this year we don't play roller derby because COVID. And I was getting a bit frustrated around my lack of being able to breathe at the end of a 2-minute jam. It was completely ridiculous. Hi, Debbie. How you going? And so I was like, all right, well, you know, my eating is generally, like, my nutrition is generally pretty good, but champagne is just like, and then I bloat and everything else. So one of the things that I decided to stop was drinking. But I always reserved the right to change my mind if I wanted to. And that was fun. So I've had maybe in the last, it's nearly a year, or just over a year, because we're like the end of October. So I think I've literally had maybe at the outside, maybe 2 bottles of champagne throughout the whole 12 months, throughout this last 12 months. That's it. 2 bottles of champagne. And, you know, I would normally be, I mean, I sort of scattered for a really long time, but it was something that I was like, I wonder how I'll go. I think this will be okay. And so that's something that I've stopped. So that's a bit of an insight into my lifestyle. I want to be really healthy. I want to be really healthy for my kids. I want to be really healthy for skating. I don't want to be bloated, you know. So a lot of my motivations to do things are moving away from pain, right? So that moving away from pain is like, I hate it when I'd have this really awesome champagne night, and then the next 2 days I'm like, you know, for me, for my body, and I'm only little, so it was very obvious when I bloated. Not fun, not happy, Jan. So I decided to stop drinking, and that was that moving away from pain. So that's an example of one of the prompts that I've shared in Contentology this month, that when you jump in, you'll see the prompts in there from October. You can use them. And then we look at we want the screenshots of your reach, your engagement, your page likes, all of that kind of stuff. You get all of the instructions when you're in the group as at the 1st of November, but you get to play around with these prompts. Now, the cool thing about this is that because like, I know a lot of you hate selling, right? You actually hate selling. You know, I love it because it means that I get to help somebody, and, you know, I think that's awesome. But I get really, I'm just going to make sure I keep my posture here with my sitting. I was reading the comment from Debbie and I got completely distracted. Debbie, I'm glad you're good. Haven't had a drink for 5 years now and living my best life now. Amazing. Congratulations. You know, there's no judgment. You guys can drink if you want. Like I have had, you know, like I said, probably a couple of bottles of champagne over the last 12 months, and that's it. Like I just haven't wanted to drink. But the really cool thing about sharing this stuff behind the scenes or things like this is that we're not going out there saying, hey, buy my shit, buy my shit, buy my shit, buy my shit, buy my shit. So you can go out there and you can say, hey, you know, this is something that I'm doing on the weekend. I share openly, you know, pretty much nearly every facet of my world and every facet of my life. You don't have to do that on your page. But let's say that your prompt today was something that you've stopped. So what you would do throughout Contentology is you take the prompt and you listen to what I share about it, and then you can go, okay, cool. Well, yeah, like I've actually stopped complaining, or I've stopped cleaning my house. I now have a cleaner. It might be that you've stopped worrying about money. It might be that you've stopped skating because of COVID. You know, so it's literally, these prompts are for you to make your content creating easier, for you to be able to go, okay, here's the prompt. What does this prompt mean for me? What's my interpretation about it? What can I share with my audience that isn't selling or educating really? It's just sharing some insights. Because here's the thing, if you and I are sitting down having a coffee, like let's say that you happen to be in Mildura and we're allowed to sit outside and have coffee together without a mask on, and because we haven't had a COVID case up here for freaking 6 months or something, but we're still in restrictions. So let's say that we're sitting down having a coffee in my favorite coffee shop, and because, you know, I'm the queen, so I get to pick. So we're sitting having a coffee in my favorite coffee shop and we're chatting away about different stuff. You know, even if we were talking about work, but we'd want to get to know each other, right? So you'd ask me some questions, I'd ask you some questions, and we'd start building rapport. it's so interesting to me. Your human behavior doesn't change. Marketing tactics change. Selling propositions change. Value propositions change. Trends can change. But the thing that doesn't really change are humans and how we get to know each other. And that is by creating connection. It's by creating emotion. It's by helping other people to go, oh, wow, like she's actually, or he is actually really human. And I really like that. It's so nice in an online world that is filled with fucking bullshit, you guys. There is so much bullshit out there. It is not funny. There are people, and I know it happens in your industry as well. There are snake oil salesmen out there. There are people who don't give a flying fuck about your results, about what you do, about anything. They are just in it for the money, and they don't care. It's like the Wolf of Wall Street, when he was selling his penny stocks. He doesn't give a flying fuck about you. So what makes you so different? And it's not your marketing tactic. It's not your value proposition. It's not the freaking features and benefits. Hey, Sandy, it's you. You're the one that they are buying. You are the person that they are turning up to see. But if they don't know that yet, then we've got to share with them a reason to get to like you, to learn to trust you, and have this complementary content going out that is not all business education, business education, business education, business education, right? We've got to bring in another element, you guys, because otherwise you're going to get swallowed up. You're not going to be seen. You will remain invisible. You will not be seen as an industry leader. You won't even be seen as a person who's doing stuff, because everybody will end up looking the same. And I think that is freaking diabolical. It is a huge, huge problem. If you want your business to be successful, then, you've got to share, you've got to be prepared to share different things. Whew, golly gosh, I can't even say that I'm up on my soapbox. I feel like I should be sitting over, check out my, don't look at my messy floor, but I'm going to share with you. I should be sitting over on my queen chair. I don't know why I'm not sitting on my queen chair. Check out my queen chair with my little flamingo sitting next to it. And the wig that I've been too afraid to wear on live streams. My pink wig. Purpley, yeah, pinky purpley wig. So that is that. Hang on a second. Oh my God. Such a professional. Putting my hand in front of the camera. How hilarious. All right, so I'm not getting off my soapbox. I should just go sit on my throne. So here's the deal. If you want to be crowned the queen or the king of Contentology, you need to register. The link is www.nicolajmorass.com/Contentology, spelt how it sounds. The link is in the comments there. If you're listening on audio, the link is in the show notes. You won't lose it. You can't miss out. If you can't find the link for whatever reason, message me and I will send you through the link. It's $97. You could win $1,000. The only commitment that you need to make is posting every day. That's it. Stuff about you, not about your business, although there are a couple of, I've already done the prompts for November and they are amazing. There are a couple in there that are kind of educational sort of based for your people, but primarily it's about you sharing you so that people can get to know you, learn to like you, learn to trust you, and so that you can be seen as the queen or the king of whatever industry you happen to be in. Oh, thank you, Sandy. I'm glad you loved my rant. All right, my friends. That's really what I wanted to share with you today. It's so exciting. We've never done anything like this before. So I'm beyond excited to actually formalize some of these before and afters that we're sharing. So not only if you win, you will win a crown, you win $1,000, you'll also get promoted through my email list and through my social media as well, because why the hell would I not promote you? You are amazing. On that note, I'm going to love you and leave you. So any questions, let me know. Otherwise, you know what you need to do. You need to get yourself out there. You need to have a whole bunch of fun doing it. You need to get out there and help the people, all of the people. But most of all, you need to remember that the world is ready for your brand of awesomeness. Have an amazing day, everybody. And I can't wait to see you in the Queen of Contentology. Have a great weekend.